Well, hello there, YouTube. It's a great day to be out. Yeah, buddy. Gorgeous 60-some degrees. So, I got my stage 1 stereo system installed. Neat thing about Harleys, whenever you do that, since I turn the ignition on at some point to do some stuff, if it doesn't see certain things, when you go to ride your bike, your check engine light will be on. So, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube. There's no sense in making one. It's very simple to do. You hold your tripometer key down. Up it's up on the bar. Sometimes they're up behind the speedo, but they're up here. Turn your ignition on. It'll say diag. You cycle through. It'll say ACM, BCM, all those different ABS. It'll either have a Y or an N. The Y means there's codes. The N means there's not. If you click it again on whatever one it is, you hold it. It'll show you the code. You can write the codes down, and then you can hold it down, and it'll come up. It'll say clear. Click it again. It'll clear the code. So you do this to every one of them that has a Y. That clears all your codes, and then you start the bike up and go for a ride again. If the light comes on again, you probably have an engine problem. If it doesn't, then you probably don't. So, of course, I had my ignition a couple times when I put the speakers in and stuff, and I had some things with the lights to fix. So I started down the road, bam, my check engine light comes on. So I went to good old YouTube and did exactly that. I looked up clear codes, so I cleared the codes. Here I am 2 miles down the road. Light isn't on. It's fine. So don't always jump to conclusion if your check engine light is on. And this is from being a mechanic, that there's always an issue, because it could have been something you did or it didn't see something. And it'll throw the code, and it'll turn your light on, but all you got to do is clear it because it didn't see it. Now it's okay. So it depends on what you're doing. Now, you know, like if the light comes on again, yeah, I probably have something that's not working, but so far it doesn't come back on. It's probably nothing more than from me turning ignition on and off when I was playing with the lights, fixing the lights up. So it is what it is, but it teaches you, you know, this is a thing. Don't go crazy if your light's on, because it might not be a run to the dealer, get her done thing and cost you $75, $150 to take a look at it, because mechanics ain't cheap, and that's a cheap tech tip to save you $150 right there. That's why you should hit the like and subscribe to my channel, because maybe I'll give you some good tech tips, just maybe. Yeah. But anyways, hey, I'm getting close to retiring, so I took on me a little job. So it's a dream job. I like dream jobs. So I'm going to spend some time at my local dealership, and I'm going to ride some motorcycles. So I'm going to help people live the dream, riding motorcycles. Put some of my experience of riding motorcycles to help. None of us are perfect, and I love how people like to comment on things and say, well, this is not this, not that. You know what? It's not a thing, man. It is what it is. Not all of us. Last time I checked, ain't none of us walk on water. Ain't none of us Jesus either. So it's all good. Things happen. Things make mistakes. People make mistakes. Things are always not perfect. That's for sure. That's what makes us human. We're fallible. Anyways, so I'm going to be doing that for a couple weeks here and there. On some time off, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to help people enjoy motorcycles. Hopefully, I'll make some people happy. But it is what it is. But hey, it's a great 60-degree day. You don't get many of these. I haven't been out on the bike. So I did all the things. I can't turn my stereo on because I haven't had it flashed yet. I installed the stage 1 stereo amplifier and the speakers, but my radio hasn't been updated, so I can't turn it on yet. You have to be flash to work the equalizer and everything for the amp. So once you install that stuff, you do not turn the radio on. You just turn it off and leave it off. Once I take it to the dealership, they'll hook it up to the tech tool. They'll go in and change the settings for the amplifier and everything to adjust, and then it'll work, hopefully. Hopefully. Always a hopeful thing when you put something in, because shit goes wrong. Last time, the front amp I put in had an issue. They put another amp in it. It worked fine. And then I ended up costing me $200 some for them to fix that. Go figure. That's always an issue with when you install your own stuff. Something might have an issue, and you might have an issue. Oh, look at this. We're going swimming. The creek is running high. I don't want to get too dirty here. Definitely don't want to fly through there and flashing. Looks like the pipe's chugged up and it's going over the road there. I'm out on these back roads not far from my house. So, anyways, I had to get out a little bit. I did a nice run out to Iron Pony today, which I posted on Instagram and Facebook. They have beaded seats out there. If you're looking for beaded seats, Iron Pony has those on hand. I'm sure you can call them and they'll ship them to you. If you don't know what a beaded seat is, look up my video or HDR's video or Bodine 52's video, because I showed them all about the beaded seats and how nice it is to have it. And they all made videos of it. It's a good deal. I think it was this Roguelite Andy has one also, I think, too. But they're nice. They're great to have. They make it nice in the summer. Keeps your butt from burning. Keeps you a little cooler when you ride. And you won't know about it until it comes, what do you say, winter. You ride with it and you find out how cold your butt will get riding down the road when you got some scat between you and the seat. So look at that lake. It's nice and frozen still. Yeah. It's supposed to be good fishing. They got all them dead trees in there now, though. It's supposed to be a snag heaven down here. Everybody I know says that. They left all the trees when they refilled the lake after the flood damaged it and stuff. So, and if you fish and you don't like to snag, this is not a lake you want to go to. It's supposed to be great for fishing, though. Now they got lots of big crappie and there's lots of bait fish in it. It's been going on for a couple of years now since it filled back up, and had plenty of time for the fish to get bigger. They'll be stocking with trout here in another couple of weeks. It'll definitely be pretty. So I'm gonna have to stop here and get me a pretty picture to put on my Instagram. Great day to go out and ride. You know, show everybody that I'm out on my bike for a loop around my house. Yeah. So as you can see, there is nobody here because they can't get into the water because there's ice on top of it. Imagine that. But take me a quick little picture down here. Yeah, buddy. Nice place to go fishing in the summer. It's a nice place to fish. Was when I was a kid. I've been coming out here since I was a child. So it's a pretty cool place. Keep off grass. Imagine that. Yeah, you're not supposed to park your car on the grass. So there we go. Alrighty. Let me get a photo up here. I'll be back. Yeah. Only thing I miss is the green. There's no green. Well, there's a pine tree. It's green. After all that ice storm we had there a couple weeks ago, I'm like surprised on how many trees that are broken. There is tons of trees broken and torn down. And some of them rebounded pretty good, but some of them didn't rebound so good. So that's the only problem with ice, man. It does put a wear on the trees. Hopefully when the summer comes, you know, it'll spur a lot of new growth and it'll all look pretty. That's for sure. So, okay, here we go with the spring agenda. So here we're at the end of one of the coldest months. We're going to start getting into that partially warm month. I got new oils for my bike. I got the AMSOIL transmission for V-Twins, and I got the primary oil for the V-Twins. So I'm going to be switching that over. I'm at like 14,827 miles. So, okay, 15K. So we're going to switch all that over and see how those work and give you an opinion on that. If it's worth, you know, how when you put your bike in gear, you get that clunk. It's supposed to lessen that. And it's supposed to smooth out the transmission and yada, yada, yada. Oh, there's a big bird. So we're going to see how that stuff works out and if it's worth doing or not. And let you know what you think. So we'll let you know what we think and see how it works out for us. Then we got season starting to kick up. We got some riding coming in and starting up here soon. It's the season. So hopefully, which doesn't look like, I think we're going to be pretty strapped this summer as far as that goes, because if Russia does what they're doing and it turns into a conflict, it's going to make it really tough to do anything this summer, because I think prices will go through the roof. I think all the plans I might have for summer are going to get cut, and that's all there is to it, because gas prices are going to go through the roof, people. They're going to go through the roof. I don't see it being that great of a summer because of all the world stage crap that's going on. Food prices are already up, Everything costs more money. It's not going to be a great thing. That's what I want to do. Put a place like that and just come visit. But we'll see. Because all we can do is wait and see what happens. Right now, they're saying that, I just seen on the news that part of that country is considered independent. Well, if they say that, that means that they can walk in there. It's independent. Well, that's bullcrap. It's still part of the country. How do you say it's independent? It's just a way of pulling around saying, we're going to do this, and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you do, we're just going to say this. So a lot of these posturing of, I'm going to make a decision for you, is bullcrap. If the country says it's sovereign, then we should defend it and help it defend it, and it's going to be a bad thing. A lot of people are going to die, unfortunately. It's happened before. It'll happen again. We haven't had one of these for a while. They think that they're going to be able to do this, and that's going to happen. I think 4 years ago, so whenever they did this, they thought they got away with it. Now they think they can just do it some more, and they're slowly whittling away, and nobody's going to fight them back, and nobody's going to risk the big war. That's a lot of lives, people. Is it worth it or not is the question. But anyways, I don't want to get into politics. God dang, I start getting into that. Anyways, I'll cut all that out. Out here for a beautiful ride. It's a beautiful before the sun goes down. I didn't get much time to ride today, so get on these nice little back roads here. Hopefully I don't run into a tree across the road or big mud puddle and can't get past or something. Water's rolling pretty clear because it's pretty cold. Our founding fathers. All things still change, God remains.